Hello, everyone. It's me, Blake. So, I know I said I was working on a Q&A video, and that video is still coming soon, so stay excited for that. Keep that in mind. But I ran into some technological difficulties, technical difficulties, I could just say that, and that is gonna have to be delayed a little bit. We'll see how that video comes out. I may have to record it on a different device because I was trying to do it on a computer, and some things went wrong with the computer. So I'm gonna have to do it on an iPad, which is what I normally do it on. But just because I can't get access to the editing app on the computer, so that's gonna be a little later. But I still wanted to get something done with this microphone here and just something a little different today. So I decided that I am going to make like a little discussion video entirely unedited on Sonic the Hedgehog related questions that I was asked in the comments of the announcement video. So it's something similar to the Q&A video. It's just going to be a little different. It'll probably be a bit more lengthy in terms of how long I'm talking about a specific topic. So this is probably just going to be entirely just Sonic related questions and answers and content and stuff. So let me just see a few things. Let's see. Okay, how did you get to? Yeah, okay. So Xander Vasquez on the announcement video, he asks, how did you get into Sonic in the first place? So I think one of the first video games I ever played was actually Sonic Colors on the Nintendo DS and Nintendo Wii. My uncle, who lives a little while away from me, he had a copy of the game on both the DS and the Wii. So me and the rest of my family were visiting my uncle and, all of that family, the relatives. I just played that game on his DS for like the entire night. And then the next time we went over to their house a few months probably later, I got to play the Wii version. And it just, I don't know, to this day, Sonic just has this insane, just awesome, kind of edgy, but just interesting aura about him, and just style that no other series really has in that specific special way for me. And certainly Mario doesn't have that for me. Like I liked Mario growing up, but after Sonic, I think I was only because Sonic always came out in 2010, and before that was probably just like Thomas the Tank Engine and Spider-Man maybe, but just really baby toddler stuff. But Sonic was like my legitimate first thing like that, and it just nothing like captivates me in the way that Sonic does. I have a lot of other favorite games and game series nowadays, like Kingdom Hearts and Uncharted, just different things like that. But Sonic will always be up there, and he basically always has been. Part two of Xander's question: what's your favorite Sonic game? That is a really good question. I'm not entirely sure. It may be Sonic Generations, but like the console version of Generations, because I really love just everything about that game. I haven't actually played the console version technically. I played it for a few minutes on PS Now on my PS4, but the internet connection was just so. I'm sorry about all the noise. The internet connection was just so horrendous that I just canceled the subscription after trying out Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, like the first levels of both of those games, and then just basically called it quits because it was just basically unplayable with how bad the internet connection was. So, but I've played boost games like that before. I played Sonic Colors and Sonic Forces, even though it really just butchered the boost gameplay and just a lot of things it really messed up. But I played games that have similar, very similar gameplay styles to Generations, so I'm pretty confident in that aspect. And then they did ruin the classic Sonic's physics and forces, and the gameplay for him wasn't that great in my opinion. But I have played the 3DS version of Generations, and I played Sonic Mania. I played the Sonic Classic Collection on the Nintendo DS, and just pulling out all the stops here. So I have a little experience with classic Sonic and modern Sonic and how they play in Generations. So I'm pretty confident in how I can form my opinion on that. And just watching the level design and the music too, the soundtrack for Generations is so good because it's a lot of remixes and stuff, but it's still like really, really good quality music. Some of my favorites are, let's see, um, Chemical Plant Zone, like modern Chemical Plant Zone, so Act Two. Let's see, Seaside Hill. Both of those acts are really good. On the 3DS version, Tropical Resort from Sonic Colors Act Two was just an insane guitar remix for Modern Sonic Stage. Just a great soundtrack. And then another one of my favorite Sonic games is Sonic Unleashed because, man, that I think I like that game's soundtrack, or love that game's soundtrack, just as much as, if not more than Generations, because it's like fantastic music, but it's like really like genuinely well crafted, like emotional at some points, like just really really good music. And the gameplay in that game is good. The level design seems pretty solid. I don't even need to mention the CG cutscene that game starts off with. It's so incredible. So that Unleashed is up there too. Um, Sonic Mania, I do really love Sonic Mania. I don't know if it's a competitor for my top game, but I really love it. The adventure games, even though I haven't played those, I can imagine what it's like to play them. I know it sounds kind of silly, but I can kind of try and put myself in the player's shoes. And I did get to play them for a little bit with the terrible PS Now experience, and it wasn't so just awful at some points. So I got a little sense of the control, and just it. Plus, with the story and the music and the level design of those games that I've seen, in their entirety on just YouTube, they seem really solid. Um, Let me see. Ooh, part three of Xander's question. What's your favorite game ever? Okay, so that question is actually not quite as difficult for me as a Sonic question, but I can't fully answer it. I'm doing a terrible job of actually answering these. So I have two favorite games that are just tied for me that I'm just having so much trouble choosing between because they're both really good quality games. So the first one is Marvel's Spider-Man from 2018, the PS4 game, or Spider-Man PS4 as it's also known, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Nintendo Switch and the Wii U. um, those games, they're just really, they're really good games. Like, I know that that's a pretty subjective thing to say, but especially for Spider-Man, for me, as a hardcore Spider-Man fan, with him being my favorite superhero and catching all the little nods and callbacks and like how, you know, just perfect the characterization is, and the suit selection in that game is insane. The side quests are a lot of fun. They're really heartwarming, especially helping Howard. I really like that one. Just the acting in that game is just phenomenal. Like, speaking about the new Peter Parker motion capture actor Ben Jordan, I do not mean this in an offensive way, but I really don't think he fits Peter's face and body, especially the body, really at all. To be honest, like, he fits Peter fairly well when he's just Peter, and if he had like a higher pitched Yuri Lowenthal, the voice actor, voice, then it could work, and if he was a little skinnier, but especially in like the one of the opening cutscenes of Miles Morales, just seeing him unmasked, but just seeing that little teenage looking face, but then just such a muscular build, it just really does not work for me. But the original game was my original and everybody's original well, most people's original experience with this game. So, the original Peter motion capture actor, John Bubniak, was perfect. Yuri Lowenthal's voice was perfect. The other motion capture actors and voice actors, all of them did a fantastic job. But, Peter Parker slash Spider-Man in particular, that's really, like, I actually cried during that game. It was really good. And then just Breath of the Wild, like, one of my favorite, like, points to bring up when I'm talking about how much I love that game and just talking about why is just the fact that I'm able to just walk or run or just stand still and just turn the camera around and listen and look in that game and just still be mesmerized and just immersed and just loving every second, every pixel of it is really a feat in and of itself. Like just walking through a puddle and hearing the buzz of the insects or chirping of birds and hearing the wind and the grass moving around, and the combat of course is a lot of fun too, and I did enjoy the story personally. And the side quests, like there are a ton of side quests, and the shrines are fun when you are a little more creative than I was in my earlier times with the game. But yeah, it's just such a it's such a great game. I really love that game. um Let me see. Voice crack. Part 4 of Xander's question: which Sonic character do you like the most and hate the most? Okay, so my favorite Sonic character is Sonic himself. That may sound kind of basic, but that's just, I can't help myself with that. Just, man, it's just, Sonic is just one of those characters. It's just like, he's just cool, like just looking at the 2D or 3D artwork of him and seeing all the stuff he can do, like in the Sonic Unleashed opening CGI cutscene. Like, it's just so much fun to just watch him and just enjoy good characterization, or different but also good characterization, like in Sonic Boom, where I believe Roger Craig Smith works best as Sonic. And just, just seeing a bunch of different interpretations, and I just can't help myself with that. As for the one I hate the most, I forgot. I was thinking like, oh, there's someone that I hate the most, but I just can't think of them. And then, oh yeah, I remembered who it was. Princess Elise from Sonic 06. That. Oh man, like, I feel like someone may try to say like she's not an actual character, it's not canon or something, but like, or maybe that's just me in the back of my head or something, but I don't know. I consider her a character, especially since Sonic 06 is deemed canon in the mess of a timeline in Sonic Generations because it's represented there. um it's still real somehow. So and I'm not someone who hates Sonic 06. I actually like Sonic 06 quite a bit. I love the soundtrack. I enjoy some character moments. I really like the level design and the potential the game all around had. I really enjoying seeing what people are doing at that Sonic Project PO6, I believe it's called, which is like a remake or remaster, maybe a slightly better term, not entirely sure, for that fan project. But it's really cool. If you haven't checked it out already, check it out. I haven't played it myself, but I've seen a lot of comparisons between that and the original game. You can tell just by watching it, like the physics and the animations and graphics are a thing you can easily tell the difference between, but everything is just a lot better in that, it seems to me. So yeah, but Princess Elise, like, she's really just that basic damsel in distress, and I prefer it when female characters, like, don't just do nothing and are kind of useless, and just their only purpose in the story is to get rescued. Like, I'm I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing, maybe, but it's just like you could have more potential for the character, especially in a video game. Like, if it's not just like an hour and a half or 2 hour movie, in a video game it has much more time for the character to have some development, to grow, to maybe show a little bit of potential and like them defending themselves, or just just something, some sort of substance or personality, or or just enjoying the character as a character. But Elise is like, and she really is just kind of like a just a just a puppet, and Sonic is the, what's the thing, like, puppet master, ventriloquist, like she just stands there with her hands like clasped against her chest and just cowers in fear while Sonic takes care of everything, and that she doesn't like run from anything until Sonic picks her up and just runs away with her and saves her. So, if you like Princess Elise, that's fine. You go ahead, but I just really, that's just how I feel. I really can't stand her. Let's see. Part 5 of Xander's question is, what's your favorite music track and or level from Sonic? Okay. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Huh. That's, yeah, that's tricky. My favorite music track from Sonic, like, dude, Sonic has like some of my favorite, like, not only is Sonic like my favorite video game series, but it has some of my favorite music in games, like Sonic, Kingdom Hearts, Mario, like and Zelda is definitely is a candidate. Like they have some fantastic music in those series, and especially Sonic. Like, wow, my favorite my favorite level and my favorite zone. Um, that's so tricky. Maybe like an individual level. Well, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Maybe I'm interpreting it like in my own way, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and say my favorite zone in general is gonna like represent like all the music and the level design and just like the aesthetic and just everything. So I'm gonna change the question up a little bit. I'm gonna do my best to answer it that way just to make it a little easier on myself. I'm sorry about that, but this is gonna be pretty controversial probably, but I really love Windy Hill Zone from Sonic Lost World. I love the just the graphics. I think the game runs at 60 frames per second, so it looks just so silky smooth, and it's another like very similar zone to Green Hill Zone, but it has, that's just a thing I kind of expect, and it has its own unique flavor because it's from Sonic Lost World. It has the anti-gravity gimmicks, so that makes for some just interesting to look at and play level design, and like how everything is like spheres and cylinders that you run across, and how the background of the level is just like land above or below or beside you, just miles away, depending on what side of the ground you're running on at the moment, given the anti-gravity. But I just love the soundtrack for that, for Windy Hill Zone, like all the levels in Windy Hill Zone. Really, it's really cool. So that was all parts of Xander's question. Thank you very much for the question. Thank you everyone for the questions. I'm sorry I'm not going to get to all of them in this video. I wish I could, but I just this specific video was a little just came up with it on a whim because the technical difficulties I mentioned with the actual Q&A video earlier. That's still gonna come, but I'm doing the best I can right now. Okay, Name Anonymous asks, let's see, what's the best Kingdom Hearts game out of Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3? Not gonna say which one I think is the best, because that's I'm just gonna try to keep it as my opinion. So I'm gonna say it's definitely between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. Like, those are my two favorite games in the whole series. I know a lot of people don't like Kingdom Hearts 3 that much. They say it's too easy, or maybe the story is disappointing. For me, a kind of bad story is just something that always comes with Kingdom Hearts games. I don't think the story or the writing or the acting is that great. That's just my opinion, but so that's just something I always prepare myself for when I'm starting a Kingdom Hearts game. It's just the way it is. But with Kingdom Hearts 3, it's like Breath of the Wild. I can just, walk or just stand and just love everything about it, and just like the look and the style and the music, especially. Like, gosh, Kingdom Hearts has some really good music. It's phenomenal, man. And especially with the orchestra they use in Kingdom Hearts 3, like that just really elevates the score. Um, yeah, I don't know. And then Kingdom Hearts 2, I love the gameplay with the drive forms and, all the new abilities you can unlock. Like, it's such a fantastic step up in comparison to Kingdom Hearts 1. I think it's better than Kingdom Hearts 1, if I had to say it. I think it's better than Kingdom Hearts 1. Um, Especially just in terms of gameplay, because I don't mind the pace of Kingdom Hearts 1's gameplay. I can go play it, but it's just it's a little more slow than I'd like it to be, and Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 are really more what I prefer. Let's see. Do you like, yeah, Gamer G asks, do you like Kingdom Hearts more than Sonic the Hedgehog? No, I do not. I really love Kingdom Hearts. I really do, but Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't think anything will ever top Sonic the Hedgehog for me. I just love it too much. I have too much nostalgia for it and too much, like, genuine passion for the series and the characters and just everything about it. But thank you for the question, yeah. Let's see. The 10 Vlogs asks, what's the first game you ever beat? I said this before, but I want to review the question anyway. It was, I believe, Sonic Colors for probably, which one I beat first? Like, actually beat? That would probably be Sonic Colors for the, I think it's the Wii version. I think I got the Wii version of Sonic Colors before I got the DS version. I have both, but I think I got the. I'm sorry, I'm not entirely sure. Either the Wii version or the DS version of Sonic Colors. I'll just put it that way. Um, let's see. Um, Anthony the Boss Man asks, "What's your opinion on the Sonic game with the snake creature on the Wii U?" There is a right opinion, by the way. Okay. This one, I kind of have to agree with that. That game is called Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric, and while I do love the Sonic Boom TV show, and it is one of my favorite Sonic shows, it's like tied with Sonic X, the anime from the 2000s. The Wii U game was really bad. It was like Sonic 06, but with absolutely no redeeming qualities, if you can imagine. And like, worse, in my opinion. Like, people who even hate Sonic 06, they say they hate the overall package, but like in reviews and stuff, I heard people go into detail about how there are specific elements of the gameplay they can enjoy. They just don't like the overall, story and all of the playable characters. But with Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric, there's really nothing. There's not much there for me. It's not very impressive or pleasing graphically. The acting and the jokes, I don't recall being too good. I haven't completed the game in a few years for good reason. It's Rise of Lyric. But yeah, I think the 3DS games were pretty good. I personally enjoyed those. I enjoyed Shadow Crystal with the Metroid style of gameplay. I enjoyed Fire and Ice too. I don't know if I'd go back and play them sometime, at least all the way through, but I did have some fun with them. I did enjoy them a lot, and that's definitely, I enjoyed them. That's more than I can say for the Wii U game. What's your favorite Kingdom? Oh, I keep skipping the names. I'm so sorry. Uke Man Plays asks, "What's your favorite Kingdom Hearts game? I like the new one best." Um, I assume you're referring to Melody of Memory, which just came out last month. I have played the demo for that, so I can kind of review that one in terms of gameplay. I do enjoy that one quite a bit. My favorite Kingdom Hearts game is between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. I'm really having trouble deciding between those. I said this was going to be a Sonic video, but then it just turned out other things. Let's see. Ahmad Power Gaming asks, let's see, What's your name and which grade are you in? My name is Blake, and I am in the ninth grade until next year when I'm going to be in the 10th grade. Let's see. Where Wanick asks, question, can you do a backflip? I can, but I'd probably break my neck in the process because I've never been properly trained. Let's see. PlayPal 9000, that's a cool name, asks, how do you feel about Five Nights at Freddy's? I like Five Nights at Freddy's. I never used to when I was a kid for some reason, or younger, but I like it now. I think it's pretty cool. Um, let's see. Beast Soul asks, what did you think of Melody of Memory? I haven't played the whole thing yet. I hope I get it for Christmas. But I haven't played the game in its entirety yet. I haven't played all the songs. The only songs I've played are demo songs. I've watched a lot of gameplay, and it seems like a lot of fun, especially since I love Kingdom Hearts music so much. It's like the perfect series for them to make a resin game of. So, yeah. Yes, Dink Meme asks, how do you feel about anime? Asking for a friend. I really love anime. Yeah, thanks for the question. It's Mr. Waffles asks, did you see the leak Netflix posted about the new Sonic show? If so, do you think that one of the companies in particular, Man of Action Entertainment, aka the guys who made Mega Man the series, Ben 10, etc., will do a good job on the show in partnering with Netflix, or will this be the biggest flop we've seen since Sonic 06 in terms of reviews, of course? I watched a decent amount of episodes of Mega Man Fully Charged on Cartoon Network, and I didn't think it was bad. I just didn't think it was really anything special or too great. Like if I was a kid, I might have enjoyed Mega Man Fully Charged, but I think the best thing about the Sonic show will be that it's Sonic, so I'll automatically like it more. I'll probably be willing to give it more of a chance, and I'm familiar with the companies who made the show. Like I just said, or like he just said rather, the guys who made Mega Man Fully Charged. I was not miserable while watching that show, so that's more than I can say for some shows like Marvel Spider-Man running on Disney XD right now. God, that show is awful. But yeah, I'm very curious to see, especially since they said it's gonna be CG animated. So I'm curious to see what the character design is gonna look like, and the environments and everything. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it'll draw in a lot of new fans for the series since it'll be on Netflix, and yeah, I'm excited. Let's see. Kazoda RBLX asks, what's your favorite Sonic game? Mine is Sonic Mania. That would probably, yeah, I said this before in this video, but I'll say it again. Sonic Generations, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors are probably my personal top three. Let's see. Legonk asks, rate Sonic Boom on a scale of 1 to way past cool. Way past cool. I love that show. Let's see. Cal the Untitled asks, opinions on the Snapcube real-time fan dubs. I really love those. They're so funny. They're so much fun to watch. I love how all of it is entirely improvised, and yet they managed to somehow make a more coherent plot than Sega did with Sonic 06 itself. So I really love those. I can't wait for the Shadow the Hedgehog one. That's gonna be just comedy gold. Weenus McBeanus. I'm not gonna read the question, but as you can see, yes. Let's see. Let's see. Do you know any languages other than English? I know a little bit of Spanish. And hobbies. I love to play video games. I really like watching movies. Yeah, this is probably my top two. Video games are probably my favorite thing to do. I used to be really into Legos, and not quite so much now. Video games have taken a top spot for that, but yeah, I really like video games. Let's see. Why did you just make that random do this thumbnail for every you don't deserve context video? Well, on the first you don't deserve context video, somebody in the comments said this should be like an ongoing series. So I thought that was a really good idea, and I just decided to keep it going as a continuing series. I thought it'd be fun to just if I'm having a little bit of YouTuber's block, I guess, then I can just make that video when I'm having a little trouble coming up with maybe a snarky caption, or maybe just don't really feel like editing, or if something's going wrong with the app, or I think it's just a good, easy thing to do that people still enjoy. That's one of the most important things. Let's see. TLT Instrumentals asks, why did you choose Sonic Boom? I love your videos, thank you, but I don't see a lot of other channels dedicated to the memes of Sonic Boom. Well, although my channel isn't entirely dedicated to Sonic Boom, I really love Sonic Boom, like the TV show. I love the writing, I love the voice acting, I really enjoy the animation, just everything in that show. I really like it. Let's see. Christopher Diaz Vasquez asks, when do you think you'll run out of vids for your channel? When YouTube and companies stop making stuff that I can use and caption. Is this now... FevDev asks, is this now a Sonic Forces channel? No, because Sonic Forces is not good, and I like to think that my channel is pretty good. Let's see. DJam asks, any Sonic games you have that have been your favorite? Sonic Generations 3DS, I guess I can count that. Sonic Colors, both versions of that, I love that game. I guess Sonic Mania, I can count that since I don't own technically console generations or Unleashed, so I guess I'll just count Sonic Mania. Nancy W asks, favorite Kingdom Hearts character? Sora. I know that's, again, a pretty basic answer, but I really love Sora. Blue Moon VA asks, how are you? I mean, it must be a lot of work to post so frequently. I'm good, thank you for asking. How are you? Comment down below. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent amount of work, especially when I have, like, a lot of editing to do. I have an idea that I think is pretty good just come to my head, then I want to, do a little something that's more special for the video, just add some text and think of some dialogue, so let's see. Yeah. Luna P903 Woomy asks, what's your favorite version of the Sonic classic modern Boom movie, and what's your favorite character from each version? Okay, so my favorite version of Sonic, maybe Boom Sonic, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, I prefer, like, the overall content that comes out of modern Sonic stuff, but I prefer Boom Sonic's personality, I think, especially nowadays, because Boom Sonic and the TV show, that's all we have to go off of. And nowadays, we have Sonic Forces to compare that to, which is a huge step down. So, let's see. Gordy Twig Smith asks, why Kingdom Hearts? Because I love Kingdom Hearts. Strawberry Milk, I answered this question already, but still, who's your favorite Sonic character? Sonic, yeah. Not Skillful asks, what convinced you to start a YouTube channel? Well, I started it 4 years ago. I just wanted to be popular because I thought it'd be cool, and I made some videos, and then I decided, oh, I'm too busy, so I stopped for a while. And then now that I'm in high school, I've somehow managed better making videos, so, who knew? Let's see. Garrett Caldwell, that's a funny question. Let's see. Helena the Hedgie asks, who is your favorite Sonic character and what is your favorite Sonic game? Sonic, and I'll just say Sonic Colors for now. Noob Slayer 47, favorite show. Like, favorite running show, I'm gonna say that, The Mandalorian at the moment. Peachy loves Epic Mickey. I love Epic Mickey too. Asks, do you like Zelda? Yes, I love Zelda. Yeah, okay. So I think I'm gonna cut it there. I answered, this just became a Q&A video at this point. I said it was gonna be a Sonic video, and then I went to my favorite game, and I went to Zelda, and I just couldn't stop. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it there. I'm gonna answer some more questions in the proper Q&A video. So I guess this is Q&A part one, I suppose. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you can feel free to like and subscribe. If not, it's totally fine. Thank you for all the questions, everyone. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the continuous support, and thank you so much for getting that Sonic is Me when I was 10 video to 1 million views. Like, that's just insane. But until next time, I will see you guys in the proper, probably edited a bit more with some background music, perhaps, Q&A video. So, yeah, thank you for watching.